Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Roos here with a deck profile from today. I came in fourth, I think. I was playing Tearlaments. So we're practicing for nationals really at the moment. So we're trying to work out the best deck. Now, okay, I mean, I could pay for Snake Eyes, but I don't want to. And I don't enjoy the deck at all. So I've been practicing at locals recently, all the kind of different decks and stuff I want to go through. And I really settled on Tearlaments being quite a fun deck that I like to play. So today we went with less high roll, high variance. And we went for the Trap Tearlament deck. And we kind of used a couple of lists online as a basis. We played it today. We had really good practice today. We played against Tenpai, we 2-0'd. Tenpai, we 2-1'd. Snake Eye, we 2-1'd. Altergeist, which was confusing, but we 2-0'd that. We lost to Solomon playing Snake Eye, 2-1 there. And I was really happy with that because game one I won, game two he played really well around the Super Poly and was out-resourced me. I couldn't really get back into it. I had the Super Poly ready to go for the Ignis to go and play, which would have put me in such a commanding position, but he didn't commit the IP. He played it really well, and I couldn't break through that. And in game three, I had no mills at all. And then, like, the 1 mil I did have, he did show me the ghost spell. So it is what it is. This does happen, unfortunately. But other than that, I was really happy with how the deck played. Had a bit of a sour interaction with a Tenpai main phase 1 on the field spell. Kind of mistold the information. So I believed it was like both main phase 1s that the Sangan summoning affects it. Had I not have been kind of misled down that path, I would have won that game because I had game on board, I had Rhino Heart, I had everything. So, but you know what? It is what it is. I should read the cards too. So that is on me. That's a lesson you need to learn, is if you don't just trust what your opponent says. They might not even know. It's not necessarily cheating. They might not know the interactions. Just read the cards for yourself, which I know, hilarious Yu-Gi-Oh players reading. Anyway, so we've got this nice swanky new Mardra mat just in time for nationals where I can't use it. Like I care, I'm using it anyway. So let's go with the deck profile. We went with 3 Rhino Heart. This obviously starter. These numbers don't need to like be said. So 3 Rhino Heart, 3 Cash Tira, 1 Sharon, 1 Havness, 1 Merly. That's never going to change when you're playing Tearlaments. I guess technically you could play 2 Rhino Heart, but in this day and age, your 9 names are super important. Fun fact against Tenpai, he really rose me, and I played with literally just 1 Merly, and I was able to win that game by rotating the graveyard very cleverly. That was a hell of a game. Then we have Nessie, Mothman, and Backjack. So obviously, because we're playing the trap version, this is fantastic. Sets you up so well. The graveyard effect allows you to manipulate the top 3 cards of your deck as well. So you can go, cool, I want to put the Merly at the top. Activate effect, oh, Merly, oh no, fuse. Or, if you've got like a Needlebug's Nest or something that you want to mill with, then that is also really good because you can set it up that way. So yeah, this is fantastic, but I wouldn't play any more than 1. It's just a nice card to send. So yeah, we play a whole 12 monsters, and that is it. The rest is degeneracy. Spells, we have the 1 Pearl Rhino, then we have the triple Scream. So that's kind of self-explanatory. We play 1 Heartbeat and 1 Grief. I swear by this card. Every single time I play this card, it comes in clutch every time. And yet again today, this card has come in clutch. If you're playing Tier and you're not playing this, you're making a mistake. Straight up. It is valuable. Heartbeat is so good, and because we're playing the 1 Pearl Rhino, we've got to make it, the shiny, obviously. It's a shiny deck. Then we go to the traps. We play triple Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. I'm sure you all know how this card works, But this card basically says, there's obviously that special rule in where when you're against Tenpai and their cards are unaffected, as long as you control a card that can be booked, you can still activate this and send their entire field to the graveyard, even if it's under the protection of Sangan Summoning. And you can do it from the graveyard with transaction rollback as well. This card is nutty. This won me games today. MVP. Then we have triple Dynamiscus, also a great card. Absolute necessity at 3 because you sometimes have cards that you want to discard, and because it's a discard at resolution, not a discard for cost, you can trigger your Sulieks, your tier cards, your cash, your blackjack, everything. So this card, if I could play 6, I'd play 6. Morella, again, a really important part of the deck. With this basically gives you access to your transaction rollback if you haven't got it, or it gives you access to your Daruma Cannon if you have got it, or any of the other cards that you want, like your Needlebug Nest, where you want to start milling and getting this deck started, because when it gets started, it's really difficult to stop, and this is an important part. Triple Suliek, obviously. If you're playing Tearlaments, especially this version, then triple Suliek is the only way you can play this, because you need to be able to resolve and search your monsters. You know, you only have 12 of them, 9 of them in fact, sorry. So you really do need to get access to the ones like Tier Cash, Havness, that are going to allow you to play on your opponent's turn. So, you know, a must at 3. Also a must at 3, and also like an MVP, this card is fantastic. Mill 5 cards from your deck to the grave. If you have transaction rollback in the grave, you can mill 10. The shufflers are banned. Sorry, the shufflers aren't banned. The millers are banned, but now they're here in trap form. So this is a must be at 3. Fantastic. What can I say? 2 rollback, very expensive. Half your life points. I actually used its on-field effect today as well, where I impermed someone. That was funny. This is part of the bread and butter kind of the combo. So if you have like these 2 in the grave, for example, during your opponent's turn or your turn, you can banish a rollback, pay half your life points, and rollback becomes Needlebug Nest, mill 5, or rollback becomes Daruma Cannon, you know, so you can send your opponent's tire board to the graveyard, or it becomes like Dynamiscus if you have a card that you want to discard to the grave to get your play started. So yeah, fantastic. So 2 rollbacks. Then Rise to Full Height. This is your MVP versus Tenpai. So I'm just going to give you a quick example of how this card works, because people don't understand how this card works. So it's just an example, but say we have Rhino Heart on the field, right? And I'll tell you what, we'll do it this way. Fuck it, we'll just use Rhino Heart. You mill, and this is your grave, and you mill a copy of Vivid Tail and a copy of Rise to Full Height. You can activate the effect of Vivid Tail to target 1 card you control, return it to the hand if this card is in your graveyard. Target 1 face out you control, set this card, banish it when it leaves the field. If you do, return that face out card to the hand. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate cards or the effects of that same name. So, Vivid Tail, you go, cool, this is in the grave. Activate the effect, target Rhino Heart to return it to my hand. Chain Rise to Full Height. Banish this. Target Rhino Heart. For the rest of this turn, the only card your opponent can attack is Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart returns to the hand because of Vivid Tail. They can no longer attack you at all. Directly, nothing, because they have to attack this card. Ridiculous. And it's so good, it just wins you games. So yeah, 2 Rise to Full Height. And then Trivakama, Laundry Trap, and the one of Metal Noise. This card was actually really good today. It's the first time I actually got to use it. Being able to, once per chain, if a monster is normal special summon to my field, mill the top card of deck to the graveyard every single time. Mill, 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 mill. This card, when you get it in your own hand, is nuts, providing you have another card to play with it. And then Trivakama. This card's a brick. I hate it. But this searches you literally any Tearlament spell or trap in the entire deck. Grief, Heartbeat, Suliek, Metal Noise, Crime, Perla Rhino. This is a must-play card. I just don't like it, unfortunately, because it is a bit of a brick. But yeah, I'm paying 41. I wouldn't cut anything, to be honest. I like the entire lineup. I like how it is. So you might hear my cat. She's meowing in the background. Yeah, I like this. 41. It's solid. Extra deck. Barricade Blocker, IP, Sprite Sprint, and SP. These are my links. I did consider dropping this and playing other cards, but this card's just too important. All four of these, like the extra deck is really difficult to build. All four of these you need to play. This, because obviously of its versatility. This, the ability to send Merly and start fusing stuff. Masquerena, so you can go into SP on your opponent's turn as an extra form of interruption. And this, because you can dump a card from your hand, like Trevor Karma or something else you need to get in the grave, or a Suliek if you need a tier monster. Like the interaction is it's a must, and then you can use that obviously to make Sprint to start sending Merlion. Yeah, so you need to play these four. There's no two ways about that. Opabina, totally awesome. Bahamut Shark, Down of Magician, Zeus, and Typhon. So, first off, a must. The idea behind the Downer Magician was if I make the Opabina, I can use the effect, search trap card, attack, make Downard, and then make the Zeus after that to have like a format Zeus. It never worked. I will be taking this out and putting in Time Thief Redoer, because although this card in theory is sound to make this package, I didn't do it once today. I never felt the need to, and I won't do it in the future. So yeah, that will become Time Thief Redoer. And in the fusions, you must play Mud Dragon, Garura, Dragus Depelia, and 2 Collider Heart. This comes up a hell of a lot more than you think. This is a must. I advocate for you playing too, especially in this build. You have Aquas, you recycle the Toad, you use the Toad negate, send it to grave, add back tier cash instead of the actual Toad itself. And then you fuse with a Rhino Heart, the Toad, and Merly, Sharon, whatever. You make this, you shuffle back the Toad, your Paleos go to the grave again, and then you can reset the Toad, and you've got this as well. This is brilliant. I really advocate playing it too. 100% fantastic. Yeah. So the only change I would make, to be honest, is the Downy out and the Time Thief Redo it in. That's exactly what will happen. Side deck was test today. There's a lot of changes to be made. First off, Phantasme. This was fantastic. I know, excuse the pun, but this is 100% staying. This was brilliant. Madura. I didn't side it in. I might side this and the Kelbeck. I don't know yet. I'm thinking on this one. I'm going to put it here, look, because it's a thinking card. 3 Ghost Sisters for time. Didn't do this once. These are not coming in again. These are definitely coming out. Didn't use them. Don't like them. Not useful. Not helpful. Scatter Shot. Yep, that'll stay. It's a good time tool, to be honest. So he'll stay. Black Goat last. Fantastic against Tempai. When I said it, I activated it to call Pydra. And when it was sent from the grave, he activated the effect of Chandra, I think the quick effect special summon a synchro, and I chained this from the grave and then called Black Rose Dragon, and he was going to try and nuke my entire board, which was hilarious because then he was like, I don't know what to do. So that really put him on the spot, and I won that game because I had a big board and I didn't want to lose it. So this is good. Crime, yes, Crime. And then we played the triple super poly and the Ignista Golem. I don't know if I will side this anymore. But we will side these. I was speaking to Neo, and I think these have really good utility. We're already playing the fusions like Mud Dragon and Dragus Lepelia that can, so it's useful against Voiceless, it's useful against Tempai, it's useful against Branded, like the Mirror, I guess. It's useful against all these decks. So I think I will keep Super Poly, which means that I've got 5 flex spots at the moment. If you play tier, you have any ideas, please leave a comment below what you would play as the 5 flex spots, because we have one more locals that I want to test the side deck with before nationals, and it would be really good to get input. So there you go, there's my Tearlaments TRAP deck. Please comment below, tell me what you think, tell me what you change, tell me how you would, anything you would change, tell me any comments you believe, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And yeah, we'll see you soon.